Hello live wires, Heather Boyd Wire here. Today I'm making a snake on a branch pendant inspired by one of my live streams. What you're going to need for this project is some flat wire. I have 3mm flat aluminum wire. I have 24 gauge wire to wrap it, and then I have 20 gauge wire for the branch. I'm going to put it on a chain, so I just upcycled an old necklace. I have a 6mm bead and my tools. For the snake, I have the 3mm aluminum wire, and I want to texture it. You could either hammer a texture into it, or this wire is quite soft, so you can actually just take your pliers and you just pinch it along the way. If you want different kinds of textures, you could do a kind of a cross hatching thing. So however you want to do the texture, you can go ahead and do it with your pliers. These are stainless steel pliers, so they're quite hard. So creating the texture can be quite hard on your hand when you're pinching the pliers. So if you find it easier, get a steel plate, put this on the steel plate, and get some steel wire to like hammer it, some texture into there. So now if we want to form the head, this is going to like curve around the bottom of the bead. We can just test it out to see where this should be. And then we want to do like sort of a pointy nose a little bit. So we'll just get these tweezer nose pliers and bend it down on a bit of an angle, bend it out a bit, and then kind of curve this one around. See if that's going to fit in there. If the bead is too big, this is the 3mm, so now we can get a wire, stick the wire through there. It's going to trim a little bit off there. Bring this one around, and then we want to bend this down. So that's going to be the head of the snake. And then this one we can just stick in here. I'll just remove the bead for now. Put the wire through here and just bend this down and up. So I'm going to just secure this at the end there. You could even finish it inside. So we're just going to clip that a little bit. We'll push that in so there won't be a sharp end. We'll get the bead and put it on there. Pinch that closed so it would go in there. And then this, just squeeze it in there and then bend this around a few times. So that'll hold in place. Give it a pinch, and there we have our snake. Now I'll get a piece of 20 gauge wire that's about 6 to 8 inches, and I'm just going to crisscross this here. We need to keep a loop there, and then we're just going to start twisting it. We're just going to see how far we want to twist it. It doesn't have to be a super even twist. If you do want it even, you have to keep these out at a consistent angle. And then this one I want like sticking up a little bit, but I do want it not to show so much, so it's just going to go perpendicular to the piece. And then now we want to add more wire. It's going to hold this in place and then twist it around and around until we get down to the end. And then once we get to the end, we can twist these together. This one can come down here to form another branch. And if you want, you can add a third wire across. We'll need a loop to hang the other side of the branch on. Take our round pliers, bring this one around. So we're gonna have two loops. We're just gonna bring this right over. And then if you do want to form an extra branch, you can do it this way as well. So you're going to bring this one back down, and you can even bring it down this way. It's really open-ended how to make these branches. So we're going to bring it down here. So then if we have two wires here, I like to put this one on top, and then we can twist it again. So just keep going with this until you're happy with how it looks. Now for these ends, I don't like them to be sharp, so I'm actually just going to take this, bring this one around, and then give it a good little tug to make that loop as small as possible. So then we're going to clip it, pinch that down, and then we're going to form this like in whatever direction we want. So we'll do the same here depending on how big you want your branches. Cut one here, here, and here. I could have formed the loops first to make them even smaller. Here's another way you can do it. You can just like start the loop with the round pliers and then pinch it in to make it smaller. That's another solution. So now we'll do the other two. And you could give these little kinks if you want to give them a little bit more shape to make them a little bit more organic. Same up here. And if you need to do another twist on this, you can as well. And then just make sure these little loops are to the back so they don't show. And then these loops, you want to make sure they're going the same direction, kind of perpendicular. So already we have a super cool branch, and then now we want to wind the snake around there. So what we want to do, we want the head showing, so the head is going to show like that, and then we're just going to kind of slowly twist this around because this has to go flat against the branch. So then we're going to bring this one here, push these up if they're in the way of the snake's head. So we can just hold this in place here, bring it around, and you could do them different heights. Like you can do the first one like that, and then if you want this one to be lower, you can actually like do it lower as well. You might have to hold it up near here to get it around so it doesn't slip. You could use your pliers as well, and then maybe one more around here, and that's super cool. I think we can get away with another one too. So this too, if you want it lower, you can go ahead, bring this one around. That's really fun. So now for the tail, it's going to take the pliers and just bring this one around so it's sticking up. Like I did in the live stream, we're just going to cut this at an angle so it looks like the end of the tail, like the pointy end. So you can just get a jewelry file and file that around because we don't want this to be sharp. From there we'll get our chain. I'm going to stick one of these in here, close it up, take the other jump ring, slide it on there, close it up. You'll probably want to put a clasp in the middle too, and there you have your super cool snake hanging off a branch. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making videos. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live and when I post new videos. And if you'd like to share photos of your wire art and jewelry, be sure to join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook. And if you'd like to check out our work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. I also have a mailing list, so if you'd like to submit your email, I will send you my free Wire Art Essentials ebook. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.